What's up, y'all? Divine Masculine. It's Queen Bree Vixen. If you're a male, female, or any of the other kind, and you're just of the masculine energy, I'm talking to you because masculine is just energy, it's not gender. Some of you have paid off your karmic debt. Therefore, you guys have became divine masculine. Now, when you're divine masculine, you're someone with gifts, you're someone with power, you're someone that right now could be unawakened. And as someone that's here to awaken the unawakened, hello, good morning. Um, you are somebody where, especially with a lot of divine masculine, the way that you speak and what you speak is very, very important to anyone and everyone that's listening. But not anyone and everyone deserves what you say and what you speak. And a lot of divine masculine, I have to teach how to protect their energy because they feel like leaving situations is running from it instead of protecting themselves from it. For example, if there's a situation where they can help out, one of you guys can help out somebody, but it's going to be using your energy and it's going to lower your vibration and they're going to end up taking your energy and being a vampire to you. What's going to happen? You're going to leave with no energy and they're going to leave with all your energy. It's not worth it. Some people aren't worth that. So that's boundaries, right? That's things that you have to cut off because you protect your light. These are people that you have to cut off because spiritual warfare is real and dark versus light is real. And it's like, I don't know what's going on other than saying I feel like people are being taken over if they're not being woke. And the woke ones are the ones that are being attacked by the ones that are not woke. And when I say woke, I mean that you know that there's more to life than what's in front of you. That means that you know that there's more to see, like as in there's things that you feel and you know what you feel, like your intuition. You don't have to see it to know that it's real, right? So I want you guys to know that there's a lot more divine masculine than you would know. And it's time for you guys to go into training. It's time for you guys to become yourself, as in knowing who you truly are, your mission, you guys are leaders, you guys are individuals, as in you guys are somebody that somebody watches, as in a good thing, somebody that's an influence, somebody that's a trendsetter, somebody that is a rebellious person, but it's because you guys have your own way, but that doesn't mean it's not the right way. Do you know what I mean? Divine partners are muy importante right now. So divine masculine and feminine definitely need to try to be together. As many need to try to be together as possible because spiritual warfare is real out in these streets and it is real hood, okay? It's horrible. Spiritual warfare out here is dark versus light, and I don't know who is who sometimes. So I stay to myself. But that's another thing is divine timing will have divine love come to you just as long as you don't push it away. Self-love is the only love you can find. And anything that's rushed is not supposed to happen. Okay? Now, divine masculine, when it comes to having sex, you have to worry about body count. Okay? Now, body count is when you lay down with a woman, any attachments on her from previous people will attach to you. Especially if you're using drugs or alcohol, it will allow your energy to be on a lower level. Therefore, it will allow other lower energies to enter your aura and also attach to you. So you got to pay attention to that, especially because there's succubus out there, which is basically like a quote unquote woman sex demon. Sex is very powerful. It's not just about pleasure, it's about power. There's certain ways to do certain things, to get certain things done. with sex magic, and that could even be done solo as well. I can get into that with another video to talk to you guys about that, because there's a lot of women that basically summon you guys with solo magic that they do. And some of them basically get you kind of like obsessed with the sex magic that they do. These are women that are acting like divine masculine, divine feminine, but they're actually karmics. Okay. Um, Divine feminine would usually have their kids. Divine feminine usually aren't into crime. Divine feminines usually actually care about their body, as in, like, they're not really into drugs and alcohol like that. If they are, there's still a light about them where they're not dark. You can always know a divine feminine because you'll always be like, there's something about her in a good way. And if you're like, there's something about her in a bad way, leave that hoe alone. It's too crazy out here to try to see if someone's a good person or not. You got to go off of your first intuition, your first thought, because your first thought is your intuition. And right now, that's your strongest weapon out here. Divine masculine, you need to understand that, okay? Because right now, I'm realizing a lot of these women are trying to talk to you. They're trying to get to, I don't know why. I don't know why, because also men see through shit. Sometimes women think they understand men. Let me pull you women to the side for a second. Men know exactly what the fuck they want when it comes to women, okay? There's some that don't, but when it comes down to it, when if you think that you're playing a man, a lot of times they're just going with it because men settle. They settle more than men. I mean, they settle more than women. And unfortunately, divine masculine, that brings me up to me saying, you got to stop that. You guys got to get comfortable in your own skin. You guys got to stop being so codependent on other women, thinking that you have to have another woman in your life, thinking that you have to be connected to your baby mama. No, you don't. A baby mama is a baby mama. You need to be able to be a wholesome person. A lot of times, in order to do that, you have to be by yourself. Sometimes that is for years. Nothing is wrong with being single. Actually, nowadays, being unmarried with no kids is a fucking flex. No offense, but just saying. The thing is the more that you work on yourself, the better and more polished of a person you become. And also, divine masculine, the more you're by yourself, the more stronger you'll feel the gifts that you actually have. You'll It's like you put yourself in hibernation mode to really feel the muscles that are there. It's actually beautiful when I see the masculines that were unawakened, how I see them awaken in their journey. And it's beautiful how I see how comfortable they feel once they see who they truly are. And a lot of that had to do with exiting a lot of bitches that were in their life, because a lot of you guys are Rico Suaves. A lot of you guys are Rico Suaves. A lot of you guys are players, you know? That's why a lot of you guys had to end up. Um, I had a feeling there was going to be a distraction. Um, Hold on. I had a feeling that was going to happen. And stop. I know that because I can tell that the Carmishas are getting mad. They're getting mad that and it's not only just a female that's in your life, not a romantic female, it's also um family members, it's friends, it's coworkers, it's a feminine energy that is actually not for you but is against you. That is what these karmishas are. And they don't want you to leave them because they suck energy from you. They are energy vampires. They're the ones that need you around in order for them to keep being who they are. And you need to get away from that so you can find who you are. because you are a lot more than what you think you are when you are with these women, just because you don't want to be alone anymore. Being alone can be hard sometimes, but it's a lot safer to be alone than to be with somebody that can screw up your life. And when it comes down to spiritual warfare, it's down to where they could screw up your freaking bloodline. Because what I'm about to talk about next is exactly what y'all need to worry about. And that is your sperm. Okay? As a divine masculine, a lot of you guys, even if you guys are a female, right? And you're a divine feminine, you have golden sperm or a golden womb. You guys have a vessel or a a weapon, I like to say, that's able to give birth to gifted God's children that are here for a gift for earth, right? That's why right now you definitely have to be careful who you have children with, because people are having sex with certain intentions. That's why I also feel like certain people are uh, uh, possessed, and because like the devil is working overtime on earth. So it's like I feel like these people are possessed and they're like taking over and having sex with people with the intent of giving the seed of evil, so that seed grows and births into something and continues that bloodline of evil. And God, quote unquote, the light is going to use golden sperm and golden wombs to use as a vessel to bring gifts, aka soldiers, to the earth to fight what the evil is bringing. Are you understanding what I'm saying? It's starting in the DNA. It's not even starting on earth anymore. It's not even starting from birth anymore. It's starting from DNA now, okay? So you guys really have to pay attention to what and who you're doing, especially with all you guys having STDs out here. I hope you men also know to look at these females' tonsils. I'm sorry. They like to try to close my throat chakra when I'm talking to you guys. You have to look at these females' tonsils, okay? They be having a lot back there, and y'all don't care or see it until you feel it afterwards. Look at the female's tonsils. Don't just think that, okay? Just it's it, anyway. You guys have to be on a soul journey and look into yourself. You can't look to have people love you. You don't look for love right now. You have to realize that you're a king, not a man. It's a big difference. Stop settling. It's time to find your own company, even if that means cutting off your friends. A lot of times when you start awakening, everybody low key ends up like when you first awaken, everybody ends up out of your life. Why? Because a lot of times, divine, without being awakened, they're people pleasers, and or they're people that's like the light, and they're like all everyone that's bad is attracted to that. But when you raise your vibration, what happens is you actually wake up and you're like, oh shit, these people ain't on my level. And you end up having a filter of a lot of people filtering off. So a lot of times, chosen ones, divine ones, we end up being kind of lonely sometimes, but that's because we're being protected low key from people. You got to take it like that. And when the people are filtered out, you got to know also sometimes you're in people's lives for a reason, okay? Sometimes you have to understand that your life is golden. And if you have to be on your own, that's okay. That's okay. It's life. But one thing that you have to understand is that sometimes people have to leave your life in order for people to come in your life. And sometimes, as you being a divine, people are in your life just so they can learn a lesson and you're in people's lives just so they can learn karma, and that's it. So sometimes, a lot of times, you can get hurt because you would have to, with the boundaries that you set, you're going to get hurt because there's going to be people that leave. But those, it's just people are here for reasons and seasons, and I don't believe people are here for lifetimes. Um, just keep remembering that the devil is working overtime. The succubuses are out. They are really there to seduce you. And men, unfortunately, women are your weakness. And women actually have a lot of other motives right now other than being a lover of yours, okay? You got to pay attention to that. There's a lot of women who will set you up right now. I'm not trying to scare anyone. I'm not, no, I don't care if I scare you. I'm not giving you fake facts. I'm telling you how it is. Women are way more manipulative right now, and they're very, very more predatory right now. And 98,000 of these bitches know magic because big mouths want to say shit. Usually you don't say anything about magic. Usually it's a closed practice. You don't say anything. But just please pay attention to yourself. Honestly, when it comes to real love will come to you. If you're with a woman right now, I don't know. I really feel like there's just so many women that are after. You just need to know if you're a divine masculine, you need to be with somebody that's a divine feminine. Don't be with somebody that you need to save. Don't be with somebody that don't have their kids. Don't be with somebody that got deadbeat dads but is there for your kids. Don't be with somebody that's a part of crime. Don't like, like bitches that are a part of like the lower energy. Those are people you want to stay away from. If they're in your life, those are people you want to get out of your life. And unfortunately, it's hard to let go of people. But unfortunately, the hardest things in life are usually the right things to do. Usually, if it's easy to do in life, there's something up. You feel me? So I hope it didn't sound like rambling. I just don't know how to continue to like throw it out there to you guys because there's so much warfare here on earth. It's crazy. But I'm going to tell you something. A lot of it is being set from the divine feminine and the karmic feminine. Like the masculines are just in it because they're a part of it because evil will like consume, but it's a lot of feminine versus feminine. It's crazy to me. Women, we need to be a part of sisterhood. I don't know why we're fighting against each other, especially towards men who just laugh at us that fight against each other. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking and I'm going to keep bringing up situations for you masculine divines because you guys need your guys. I can't even speak. Yeah, you guys are trying to mess with my throat chakra. I'm going to quit talking. That means I don't need to say anything else anymore. I'll talk to you later.